Testimony is underway in the trial of a Lorton man accused of shooting his girlfriend, then driving her to a hospital where she died.
Prosecutors say it's a case of murder, but the defendant is hoping to convince the jury his girlfriend died by suicide.
But as Northern Virginia Bureau Chief Julie Carey reports, prosecutors say that is not the first story he told police.
Just before midnight on April 18, 2024, police rushing to Mount Vernon Hospital after a man brought his critically injured girlfriend to the emergency room. 38-year-old Allison Kate Laporta was later pronounced dead, suffering from a single gunshot wound to her stomach. Prosecutors say Huy Nguyen, who went by Max, first told police she'd been hit by a random bullet as the couple walked through this Annandale parking lot. But investigators quickly learned the couple had never been there. Prosecutors say Nguyen then changed his story, allegedly telling detectives that Laporta shot herself. Police recovered this .45 caliber gun they say is the murder weapon near the steps Nguyen's home. Testimony shows the couple had been at this pool hall earlier in the evening and had been fighting. Prosecutors say two men who were with them testified that Nguyen made threatening statements, telling one man, "The only way this argument ends is with a bullet," and telling the other, "I'm going to shoot this girl." Prosecutors told jurors that physical evidence also supports their case. There were 4 bullet casings on the driver's side of the SUV and 1 in Laporta's purse. The fatal bullet recovered in the back seat. And they say Laporta would have had difficulty handling a weapon. One wrist was injured and in a brace. But Nguyen's defense attorney says prosecutors are relying on inferences that are not in evidence, that the Commonwealth has not shown any evidence that Nguyen pulled the trigger. And the defense today introduced 400 pages of medical records taken in 2022, 2 years before the shooting, when Laporta experienced a mental health crisis and was admitted to a Nova hospital. A forensic psychologist who analyzed the documents told jurors Laporta had been diagnosed with schizoaffective disorder bipolar type. And in response to the defense attorney's question, Lauren Coyce told jurors that Laporta's mental illness could have put her at higher risk for death by suicide. The defense team says they plan to call a final witness tomorrow. The question is, will it be the defendant? In Fairfax County, I'm Julie Carey, News 4.